The Erethian Accord was signed beneath the twin suns of Verelion Prime, a treaty bound not just by ink and protocol, but by the blood and sacrifice of countless lives. And yet, as the crowds chanted, as the diplomats shook hands, Captain Daryn Cole and Commander Sira knew peace was fragile. They weren't given medals, they weren't honored in speeches. Officially, they were ghosts, disavowed operatives from both sides. But in the underground channels of rebellion and whispered truth, they were something more. Legends. Now in a hidden outpost orbiting the neutral gas giant Kolarith, they prepared for the next phase. "Do you think they'll keep it?" Daryn asked, watching news feeds flicker through the station's old glass terminals. Sira, draped in a sleek cloak that hid her luminescent skin, barely looked up. "Peace? No, not without pressure. Not unless we make them believe there's a price to breaking it." She turned to him, eyes glinting violet in the dim light. "And the Renkai haven't stopped. They're just waiting." Days later, a rogue data packet pinged an encrypted server used only by Sira during her military days. It was an old, broken signal, Renkai tech, but encoded in Verelion subspace syntax. The file was titled Catalyst Protocol. Inside was a video log. A Renkai speaker, translucent insectoid, with 6 thin arms addressed an unseen audience. "The Accord is a temporary disruption. As with previous cycles, war will resume once the emotional resonance fades. Phase 2 will commence once Contact Entity 07 is retrieved." The log ended with coordinates. Deep space, uncharted, far beyond known patrol routes. Sira whispered the words, "They've done this before." "What do you mean?" Daryn asked, already calling up star charts. "The Renkai didn't start the war. They just picked up where the last cycle left off. They've been feeding off conflict for centuries. They let us think we were the first." Following the coordinates, Daryn and Sira hijacked an old stealth vessel, a relic from the early years of the war. It had no ID codes, no transponders, perfect for vanishing. They flew for 7 days through dead zones and black nebulae until they reached a derelict structure orbiting a dead sun, the Echo Vault. Inside, preserved in suspended animation, were soldiers, not human, not Verelion. Alien species neither had seen before. Some looked centuries old, others were new, frozen like museum pieces or experiments. But it was the last chamber that chilled them both. Inside a containment field floated a hybrid, part human, part Verelion, with unmistakable traces of Renkai genetic manipulation. A message pulsed from the containment field. "Contact Entity 07, emotional concordance achieved. Awakening protocol in progress." And step back. "They didn't just feed on the war. They've been engineering us for something." The peace begins to crack across known systems. A surprise explosion destroys a major human outpost near the border. Verelions are blamed. The Erethian Accord trembles. But Daryn and Sira now know the truth. The catalyst is waking up. This hybrid entity, somehow psychically linked to both of them, was designed to trigger emotional surges across entire civilizations. Not just war, unity, chaos, revolution, whatever the Renkai needed. If it awakens fully, peace or war might not matter. It could control the entire emotional state of the galaxy. "We were never just soldiers," Sira murmured. "We were the experiment." "And now," Daryn said, clenching his jaw, "we're going to end the experiment." They returned to the core worlds, warning leaders of what they've found. But too late. Factions have already begun moving fleets. Accusations fly. Assassinations occur. Renkai operatives sow chaos in the shadows. In a final confrontation, Daryn and Sira are betrayed by someone close. A former ally turned puppet of the Renkai. Captured, imprisoned, and separated, they must escape before the catalyst goes online. But even in separate cells, their bond remains strong. The same psychic link that sparked during their first fight now gives them power the Renkai didn't anticipate. Connection, clarity, love. And that love might be the key to overriding the catalyst programming.